Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all holding on relatively well given the market circumstances. Obviously, I haven't covered plasma yet yesterday, but something major happened on Friday, of course. For those of you who only watch my XPL videos, we had a massive crash. In my video on Friday, I said, I think 70 cents is going to be the bottom. I think we can actually get a move up from here. I did not tell you to buy, all right? That was always your own decision, and I made that explicit in my videos. But obviously then we got bad news, which I always think, like, was I wrong? Yes, and I take full responsibility for that. But outside of that, we dropped down because of news, right? Obviously then it started with trade war escalation between China and the United States. Let's quickly go over that. So basically China created these export restrictions on rare earth minerals, right? Those minerals that we hear a lot about. But those were general. That was not only for the United States, but obviously the United States imports a lot of that, or wants to import a lot of that. And then Trump came in with 100% tariffs on China. So major escalation, big crash in the financial market. So therefore also a big crash for crypto. But then for crypto, it became a little bit more difficult, especially for certain coins, which I think XPL was one of them, right? I mean, if you take a look at that level right here, like when the bad news started, from there we spiked down 66%. And at this point of time, we're still trading. Oh, that's not it. At this point of time, we're still trading about 38% lower because of that news and because of the lack of liquidity, right? Because that happened. There was no liquidity. There was, for a lot of altcoins, some altcoins held on relatively well. If you take a look at Ethereum, for example, it held on relatively well, and Bitcoin just respected the range. So Bitcoin held on incredibly well as well. But some altcoins, like especially also something like Plasma, that's relatively new. There's not a lot of build-up buy-side liquidity. Maybe the market makers are also not fully tuned in yet. There just was no buy-side liquidity for the sellers, right? So we dropped down. We dropped down to 25 cents. Someone had some sort of a buy limit at 25 cents, and that got filled. And then from there we bounce, and so far I would say the price action has been normal. If you take a look at all altcoins, they're kind of moving like this. So the buyer conviction was tested, and right now we're trying to see whether we can get some more bullish momentum. Now, honestly, at this point of time, like, can we expect some bullish momentum? I'm not sure. We are seeing some momentum kick in on XPL. The leverage momentum is relatively high. You can see that we're actually one of the strongest performers over the course of the last 8 hours. So there definitely is some sort of activity, some sort of strength right here, but I'm not convinced yet. Now, what I am convinced about still is the fundamentals of Plasma. I still do think that Plasma is a great platform, and I think the data supports that. I mean, if you take a look at this, I mean, yesterday, of course, the TVL was down quite a bit, but instantly we see the TVL increase to $5.4 billion. And in a matter of 3 weeks, going from $5 million to $5.4 billion, and the TVL actually being sticky to a certain degree as well, I think that's great. It has decent DEX trading volumes. Stablecoin market cap is up 10%, as you can see right here. So honestly, I have to be relatively optimistic on Plasma right here. And then when we're talking about that TVL and we're talking about the fully diluted valuation and the market cap and the backing that Plasma has, I have to be slightly optimistic here, although also being cautious about the fundamentals, right? I think everybody should be cautious about the fundamentals. Like, if we get much more bad news, we will drop down lower, all right? And we will still drop down to 35, 30, and 25 cents. That is a possibility. But given the recent price action today, given the fundamentals, and given my expectations for the fundamentals as well, I think we will be able to get some more recovery, mainly into that level at 54 and 55 cents. And 54, 55 cents, that is the key level right now, in my opinion, that we would have to reclaim if we really want to get back to 70 cents, which is our ultimate price target at this point of time. But it's I'll keep you updated on that, of course, but for now it's too early to talk about that. I would say this is most likely, while being cautious about everything that's going on. So those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care. Have a good Sunday, and bye.